Hey, it's the Right Rican, and today I'm going to talk about this interesting article I found. Let's share my screen for you guys to see. And here we go. Olympics ban Black Lives Matter apparel could punish athletes for political demonstrations. Now, here's the interesting part where I found pretty interesting. It goes here. The IOC said it surveyed more than 3,500 athletes over the past year, and that 70% said it was not appropriate to demonstrate or express their views on the field or play or at the opening or closing ceremony. The IOC says any instance of rule breaking will be evaluated by an athlete's respective National Olympic Committee, International Federation, and the IOC, and the disciplinary action will be taken on a case by case basis. The Olympic body's legal commission should clarify what kind of punishment before this year's games, which open on July 23rd. Athletes who make political or social justice protests at the Tokyo Olympics have been promised legal support by a global union and activist group in Germany. The pledges by the World Players Association and Athleten Deutschland came one day after the IOC confirmed its longstanding ban on demonstration or political, religious, and racial propaganda. Now, this is the funny thing. The whole headline is it's about Black Lives Matter. Okay. Let's remember this is uh, an international event. Okay. So is this really about Black Lives Matter? I mean, obviously they want to make it seem it's about just about Black Lives Matter, and it being that America, it doesn't want to disturb stuff that's going on here in America. And also, some people here in the US don't realize that this whole Black Lives Matter movement is also moving on to other countries. And so is like Great Britain, and the whole woke culture is moving to Europe. Um, I had did a video a while back about France uh, complaining about what's going on with uh, the woke culture in affecting their universities in their country. But really, what I want to point out is this is not as much has to do with Black Lives Matter that it has to do with protest against what's going on in China, protest about the Uyghur camps and what's going on with Hong Kong and the Free Hong Kong movement. That's what this really is really about, because people want to protest that too. It's not just Black Lives Matter, but the international committee. I'm pretty sure. Let's say the Chinese athletes did not want to people protesting about Hong Kong or the Uyghur concentration camps. They don't want that as much as I'm pretty sure that most of the U.S. Well, I shouldn't say most, but there's enough U.S. athletes that would be okay with the Black Lives Matter protest. But you got athletes like show like LeBron James that would be okay with doing Black Lives Matter, but would not be okay with Free Hong Kong. How do we know this? Because we saw his double standard last season. When the former Rockets GM, I think he's the current GM of the 76ers, president or whatever, he commented, he made a Free Hong Kong comment, and LeBron James came to the defense of China instead of the the current uh, GM of the 76ers. Oh, president, whatever. I keep saying GM, but some people have GM and presidents, or have they hold both titles, or they just president and have a GM. But so I find this interesting. Like I said, people are going to read that title and read that article and think that it's just about America and the whole Black Lives Matter movement, but it's really there's so many different things it entails, not just not just our issues, but some issues around the world. And like I said, in particular, the stuff that's going on in China. And that's why I fight against this whole wokeness narrative, because it's destroying our position around the world, especially with China. China's come back and told us we don't have a moral standing to sit on against them, because of the whole Black Lives Matter movement and the stuff that like the 1619 project say that the basically stressing our warts, like the worst things that we've done in our country are anywhere comparable to what China's done. But anyway, I mean, I keep going on. I can keep going on about that, like I always do. But this is what. Just be careful when you read this, these type of articles, and realize it's not just about what's going on here. It's especially with the Olympics, it's what's going on around the world, and like I said, in particular, China. So that's it. Hope you enjoy my content. Please like and subscribe. I'm the Right Weekend. I'm on YouTube and Rumble. I'm almost at 100 subscribers on followers, or however you want to say it, on YouTube, uh, and I'm over 100 on Rumble. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Parlor, and Gab. Right Weekend on all of them. All right. That being said, have a good one, everyone.